everyone, and welcome back to Natlan. We are here today to continue the Archon quest and get started on saving Kachina. I would very much like to save Kachina. I'm very much invested in saving Kachina. But before we get to that, a little bit of housekeeping. We have some achievements. Battlefield of Ice and Fire. A great amount of strength is needed to support one's position. I think that's when we saw the captain and Mawika fighting. We got that achievement shortly after. We also have Flowers Resplendent on the Sun-Scorched Sojourn. Complete said quest, which reminds me, we also have, I believe, over here, this. Aha! Beautiful. Okay. Up here, I need to turn in my commissions. Yes, indeed. We also certainly have a letter from Ayaka that we still need to read. But let's see if we can get some music in the background first. I've been really enjoying watching the sunrise, sunset, various lightings on this view. It's quite pretty. I really want to get to that mountain. I think it's very pretty. Let's, I guess, look at some of these other notifications just while we're waiting for the music to come back. We had music here just before. How are my wishes doing? 8 on the standard. Ooh, I'd love to do some standards. Let's see, from Ayaka. Still don't have music, but we'll just bear with it, I guess. From Ayaka. Warmth. The garden has begun to don the hues of autumn, and a faint chill rides the breeze through the corridors. It seems my birthday has come around once again. Lately, I have found my thoughts drifting northward, wondering if the distant land of Nodcry will soon fall under wind and snow. With that worry in mind, I asked Toma to teach me a few foreign weaving techniques. Though my skill is still modest, I've tried my best to weave this scarf. Afraid I might not finish it in time, I've kept it close at hand, working on it bit by bit whenever I could. One afternoon at the Komori tea house, Tarumaru sat quietly by my side as I wove, as if sensing the care I'd poured into each stitch. Somehow, his calm presence put me at ease. When the time is right, I hope we may meet. And if the winter winds reach you after that, may this little gift bring you warmth. Thank you, Ayaka. And she has sent us, of course, her signature, Snow on the Hearth. Oh, it's lovely. That is beautiful. And a guide to elegance, of course, makes sense. Thank you very much, and happy birthday! Look at that! We're officially caught up on the birthday letters. I'm so happy. Yeah, let's just do a couple of these. We did just get our 5-star a little while ago. But I want to get... I've never gotten Lisa. I've never gotten a Lisa constellation. I've got a couple Kayas, of course. I have a couple Ambers, actually. I would like to get a Lisa. Or Bennett. Bennett, of course, we are using in this region. And I wouldn't mind seeing more of him. Of course, we'll have to see if we get any 4 stars at all. Eh? No, okay. Perhaps? Wow. Alright, no 4 stars. That means... Oh, yep, we ended right on a 4-star, I see. So, within 2, we will get a 4-star, but not today, it would seem. Unless we get 2 wishes somehow. Where am I going, Science of the Canopy-wise? Upwards. Oh, you know what? I should probably use this. It's literally right there. Do we have any... How do I get up there? Should I go around? Yeah, I should probably follow the path. Oh, wrong button. There's the path.
What can you tell us about the science of the canopy?
That's cool.
The tribe's people are very adventurous.
I'm falling. I'm falling. I'm dying. Ah!
I'm not so sure.
Oh.
You don't strike me as the type to enjoy danger. The Scions of the Canopy are a
Hello.
bunch of thrill seekers. They love extreme sports like rock climbing, rappelling, volcano parkour.
Volcano
Or
parkour?
even bungee jumping without a rope while a Yunkasaur stands at the edge and uses its tongue to catch them. Sound like something you'd be interested in?
I want those berries down there.
Okay, that does sound different from our usual adventures. Paimon's not doing any of that. She can just cheer you on from the sidelines.
Thank you, Paimon. I see, so this is sort of our official introduction to this area, even though we came here before. We saw that Oculus very briefly just now. Ah, that works. There you are. Hello. Ooh. Tribal secret spaces. Legend has it that every tribe has its secret space. They say that the gods of night once made a pact with humans, that only qualified heroes may enter these spaces and obtain all that lies within. The ring fragments! I see. So it is for each tribe there is one. Oh wow. Apparently I'm tall enough to get it. Great. So this must be for the scions of the canopy. Ho ho ho. Should I mark this, do you suppose? Once I have the ring, I need to come back here. Might as well, since that Oculus is gone. I don't know if I'll be able to find this spot again. The path does seem to disappear into it, but the path is above us. So I worry that even if I were to follow the path again, I wouldn't actually arrive down here. What is this? Oh, it's one of those things, I see. I want these berries. Thank you very much. Let's get back. Ooh! Oh, I threw the little bomb berry. Whoopsies. Ah! Nice job. We're trying to get to the city. That way. Anything else to add? Chaska, our tour guide for our tour guide. Okay, cool. Nice, nice. We'll drop this guy off here and go see the chief.
Let's go.
Let's go. Talk to the chief of the tribe. She said his name. Was it Waina? Was that how it's pronounced? Hello.
Chaska.
Hi.
Nice to see you again, Waina.
Waina, gotcha.
I'm afraid we don't have time for pleasantries, so I'll get right to it. We're here for the Spirit Speaker Stone.
Can we borrow it, please?
Whoa, hold on a second. At least tell me why you need it first.
I don't want to incite panic, but the ode did not work.
My friend Kachina is trapped within the Night Kingdom. We need the stone to find her ancient name and rescue her.
That's a good way to put it.
Rescue her? From the Night Kingdom?
That's right.
I'm sorry, but someone needs to tell you what you don't want to hear. Going there, a mature warrior would never make such a foolish decision.
We know that it's dangerous. We already cleared it with Mawika.
The nature of battle is unpredictable. You never know how it's going to end. Losing a friend is tragic, but when that happens, the best thing you can do is focus on how to prevent further casualties.
Well, if we can figure out what happened to her, we might be able to prevent this from happening again.
I appreciate what you're trying to say, Chief Waina. But if the price of maturity is abandoning a friend in need, I'll choose foolishness any day. If Kachina's still holding on, then so will I.
I thought
Nice.
you might say that.
Are you kind of testing our resolve, perhaps?
Is something wrong, Waina? This doesn't seem like you. Life isn't complete without taking risks. That's always been your mantra.
What do you know? Do you know something?
It's nothing. The Night Kingdom is a dangerous place. Can't blame me for checking if you were up to the task. If you're that determined, far be it from me to stop you. Here's the stone.
Oh!
Keep it safe,
Ooh.
okay? It's not like we have a spare.
That is beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Huh. Seems like you two go way back. But aren't you from the Flower Feather Clan, Chaska?
Oh, Chaska's a peacemaker, so she's famous throughout the tribes. She's always the one people call to resolve conflicts, so we slowly got to know each other that way.
Interesting.
Her younger sister Quichi's always hanging around our
Oh,
tribe,
cute
too.
name.
She's helped us out a lot in the past.
Oh,
How
you're the younger
so?
sister?
That's pretty neat.
Yes, I'll introduce you to her sometime.
Please do.
But let's get back to business. Waina, how do we use the stone?
I've just realized that you can barely see her nose.
As you probably know,
It almost seems like she
your
doesn't have
intended
one.
destination is completely different from the real world. The Night Kingdom is like a river flowing with concepts, and the ancient name you seek is like a tiny fish swimming downstream.
Ooh.
In that sense,
Cool way to put
the
it.
stone is like a fishing boat drifting down the river. But the boat alone isn't enough. You need a fisherman experienced enough to steer it in the right direction.
It's just like the analogy that we got last time about being sort of a piece of the stream, and you can dip a cup into the stream, but it's not guaranteed you'll scoop out what you meant to scoop out, or the same thing that you had last time. It's interesting how they keep connecting the Night Kingdom to water. If anything, I'd expect them to connect it to wind. But I suppose the water imagery is easier to grasp.
We couldn't do that ourselves?
With a little practice, I'm sure you could. You have the strength and the talent. If you want to make sure this works, though, I could recommend someone to you.
Here you have in mind. Someone from Nightwind, perhaps?
Who?
Vichama, a legendary warrior and scout from our tribe.
Never mind. Cool.
He's got a keen eye and a well-honed intuition. Even his ancient name means to seek. If you're fishing for a name, you're gonna want him on the boat.
That's a compelling presentation.
Bichama? Why does that name sound familiar?
We've heard that name before. Was that one of the in the team phase, one of the favorites twin, right?
He's one of Auntie Atea's hot spring buddies. I've heard stories about him.
Or he is one of the legends from that first thing that we read?
Where can we find him?
Ever since Malco passed, he spends most of his time gazing out at the scenery from the cliff tops. Follow the path that way, and I'm sure you'll find him.
It's cool how we have this previous generation of heroes still around, but potentially kind of passing away during this quest, but that they're still helping us.
Thank you. We'll go look for him there.
It's a really interesting way to kind of overlay the stories of the past and the stories of the present.
Good luck. I hope everything goes well.
Thank you for your help. Alright, stone acquired, guide somewhat acquired. Let's go find the guy. Ooh, wait a second, there's an Oculus. Is it gonna be above us? Oh dear. Probably. Hey Katari, oh, there's my thing. Great, let's grab it. And we should check to see if we can talk to Katari. Running as fast as I can. Hello, friendly. What are you called again? Friendly Saurian. Oh, you can really talk to them.
All I've done lately is listening to those humans go on and on. Sorry, I'm not in the mood for a chat. Don't think I'll be in the mood tomorrow either.
That is so cool. That is so cool. What happens if I try to speak to Asilla? I can't speak with her. I love it. Oh my god, that's fantastic. How do I get up there? Here. Do you suppose it's below us? Oh, maybe. There's another space in here. Oh, whoa. The bottom of the stone. That's super cool. Another space even. Nice roll. Hi, little kid. We can just keep going down if we want.
Whoosh. No one can catch
Hey, a spin crystal! Yoink! If it is above us, though, it'll be harder to get back up. There's probably a teleporter up there, considering that the, what are they called? Reputation is up there. Hey, a chest! Don't mind if I do. Not where I meant to be. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. No dialogue from our little guy. Darn it, I think it was above us. Unless it's in that tree. Uh-oh, 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 no! Oh, we landed in the water. We survived. Great. Alright. Yeah, there's no teleporter really up there, actually. You have to go over here. And I've lost my Saurian as well. That's okay. Oh, there's another one! By one, I mean Oculus. Somewhere. I'm sure I'll see that other Oculus again, because it is right by the reputation thing. This is suspicious. Is it behind the waterfall? The answer is always no, but I am curious to know. Yeah, it's not. Okay. Oh, these cliffs are going to defeat me. Is it above us or is it below us? Those little relay points always look like oculi as well, but it's never those. How do I get up there? There's gotta be a system to get up onto those higher levels. Oh, but this Oculus could also be below us, huh? I'm getting farther and farther away. Yeah. Okay, teleporting back up again. Moving forward. I want to try to go upwards. While we're at it, we should really try to get that other teleporter that's up there. Thank you. How do I get onto that system? Oh, there's the Oculus. Awesome. Okay. Seriously, there's got to be some sort of relay point that's like medium level. There we go. These guys do have long range, but it does need to be a good angle. Oh, there you are. Wonderful. Okay, now we're up here. Hooray! Where's that teleporter? Over there. Berries! We've been here before, haven't we? Oh, I'm in a little room, actually. We have not been here before. Okay, let's ignore this for now. And keep trying to get heights. Ooh, where are you taking me? An Oculus over here. It's the only reason I can think of for wanting to come over here. Oh, a chest! I'll keep this close. I'll take a chest. Alright, back we go. And I want to try... Oops, did not mean to do that. Haha, ha ha ha. Success. Hey, buddy. Are you friendly? You seem friendly. Guess we'll go this way. So that we can then go that way. We get a different angle, maybe? That other Oculus popped up as well. There we go. I just need to get a little bit higher up onto that cliff. Landed right on the cloth. Amazing. Okay, we're up. We made it. Fantastic. We're gonna go for that teleporter immediately. Ooh, a chest. Where is it? There it is. Hello. Fantastic. We finally have a tall teleporter that we can use to our great convenience in the future, I'm sure. Alright, let's go check in on this quest that we're trying to complete, and in the meantime, see if we can get that Oculus on the way down. Gotta be here somewhere. And you know what? I probably have enough Oculi to talk to the statues again. Uh-huh, there you are. Got him. And we'll leave this guy right here. I am probably going to regret that in the future, but I can always glide down from the top if I need to pick that back up. Do those, sconces potentially reset each day? So you can't abandon all your sconces in hard-to-reach places. Hi, Pacha. I'm looking for Vichama. Oh, he's probably... Oh, no. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, God.
Someone admiring the scenery from the cliff tops. Ah, that must be him.
Hopefully it's him. Oh, he seems
Hello
peaceful.
there. Are you Vichama?
That's me.
Oh.
Did you need something?
A deep voice. Legendary Scout as a title, too. How cool. You tell him about Kachina and the Spirit Speaker Stone. Not Spirit Seeker, Spirit
What?
Speaker.
You're saying you can bring someone back from the Night Kingdom? How is that even possible?
Well, she fell in the war.
No, if you really think about it, anything's possible in that kind of place. But that would mean...
Yes?
Are you okay? You don't look so good.
Do you have regrets about the people that you've lost? Or are you worried about us going there? Oh, there's Pacha in the background.
Everything's fine. I'll help you, but I do have a small request.
Are you sure everything's fine?
After I help you find Kachina's ancient name, I want to use the stone to look for my friends as well.
I thought so.
Your friend? Oh, why not mention someone named Malco? Is that who you're talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, but I'd rather not get into it if it's all the same to you.
Understandable.
That's not a problem. We agree to your request.
Yeah. Since you're helping us find Kachina's ancient name, it's only right that we return the favor.
Then we're agreed. Can I have a look at the stone?
Here it is. It's quite beautiful. I wonder what it's made of. Not obsidian. It's beautiful, though. Looks like horns or antlers. Or like, the symbol of this... What are they called? The night?
I see. From what I can tell, it functions almost like an abyssal pylon. Both connect the Night Kingdom to the living world.
You don't say. Fascinating. But it looks almost like the, oh, what are they called? The Masters of the Night Wind. Their little symbol from the glimpses I've gotten of it so far, it looks almost like a bat, kind of. It looks kind of like the ears of that creature. I'm guessing that's their story and that's associated with them.
Once the connection is established, the abyss will come surging through the opening like a predator honing in on the scent of blood. So we have to be sure not to use it in a tribal settlement.
That's smart.
Wow, you got all that just from looking at it?
I just picked up on the basics, really. I still have no idea why it works. You said someone named Lali invented this. They must be a genius.
Oh, I'm excited to meet her.
I'll go find an open area and start setting things up. In the meantime, I need you to get 2 things for me.
Just say the word. We're trusting you not to try to use it first while we're gone. I don't want you to jeopardize yourself or the stone before we can use it, too.
We'll go right away. What do you need?
First, I'll need some hook ropes. Pretty much every store around here carries them, so no need to go anywhere special. Oh, and I need to build a net out of them, so make sure you get a good amount.
A net. Oh, interesting. Speaking of the Night Kingdom being like a stream.
Wait, are you saying you're going to use a real net to catch Kachina's ancient name? How does that work when one's tangible and one's not?
By creating something tangible in our world, like a net, we can create a connection to a corresponding concept in the Night Kingdom. Basically, I'm going to use the concept of a net to catch something equally intangible, an ancient name.
This sounds very important. It makes me think again about how this whole world feels like it's an illusion. Like this world is the shadow of something or the projection of something. You know, I had this thought about the shades, for instance. And I was thinking about Paimon at the time, I believe, which is where this thought came from. With one of Paimon's many possible identities being maybe she's one of the shades, you know? I say you had a being like a shade that was so tremendously powerful, its mere presence would alter the world around it, or potentially damage or destabilize the world around it. We haven't even seen this in the game. I just thought this would be an interesting concept. Speaking of concepts. So perhaps a being like that, in order to interact with this world, projects itself onto the surface, kind of casts a shadow onto the surface. And that could be what Paimon is, for instance, if she is an aspect of a shade, or even, say, the heavenly principles. So that was a fun theory that I've had floating around with no real basis to it. Just sort of thinking through how it might work if it were true. But that's so cool, because that's basically what's happening here. Building something in the overworld, shall we say, to have a shadow of it in this more metaphorical world, the Night Kingdom.
Oh, I see. What about the second thing you needed?
Right. I need 2 chunks of obsidian. Once we bring the ancient names into our world, we'll need a place to store them. Normally, you can only get obsidian from the Children of Echoes, but I heard there's a traveling merchant from that tribe around here somewhere, so maybe you can try your luck there.
And we're willing to make a little bit of a journey if we need to.
Gotcha!
Alright, let's split up. See that clearing? Let's meet over there when you're done.
Clearing, sure.
And you can send
Cliff
someone
face,
with me if
maybe.
you want. In case you're worried I might take the stone for myself.
Oh wow, I appreciate that. We'll trust him though, right? Probably.
What do you think, Chaska?
What do you think, Jessica?
There's no need. Lena spoke highly of you. That means you're trustworthy.
I appreciate it, even though that doesn't mean much to me anymore.
Interesting.
Anyway, it'll take some time to set everything up, so no need to rush. I'll see you in a bit.
I like how many layers there are to this NPC. Really feels like he could do something we don't expect. But I trust that he won't.
What an odd guy. He seems so defeated, but also really invested in the stone at the same time.
I think that's called being jaded.
I don't have any more insight than you, Paimon. Let's just focus on the preparations for now. Hang on, Kachina. We're coming for you.
I can't believe my dear Kachina. Oh my god, I'm not dead. Thank goodness. I can't believe she's dead. And she's not coming back. No. We'll get you. We'll bring you back. just makes me sad to think about it. I hope she's not scared. I hope she trusts that we're coming for her, because we are. Also, I love that this merchant seems to be in here because we just found this place. Our exploration earlier was not in vain. Ooh, book.
Hello. Do you have any hook ropes for sale?
Hook ropes? As in rock climbing equipment?
Potentially.
Yes. How much for your whole stock?
Oh, the whole thing? Let me see. That would be 30,000 mora in total. Deal?
No deal. We're clearing out your whole stock. Surely you can give us a bundle discount.
Deal.
Milani, you have to haggle.
Wait, really?
What, you want me to drive down the price? We just need these as fast as possible. Thanks.
I guess that's true.
Oh, no problem at all. I'll even pass along some information on the house. These ropes are usually used by rock climbing enthusiasts. If you want to learn, Roka's the person you want to ask.
Thanks for the information.
All right, that's everything. Here you go.
Now we need the obsidian. Let's go talk to the traveling merchant Vichama mentioned.
Well, there he is, it looks like. On one hand, I want to spare no expense in saving Kachina. On the other hand, I am worried we'll run out of mora. We're about to buy obsidian.
Anything else I can get you?
Do you have obsidian? I feel like that's going to be expensive. We'll need our mora for that. Let's rob him first. Sorry, buddy. Thank you for your iron chunks.
Excuse me. Do you sell obsidian?
Why, yes. I've got a chunk for sale right over there.
Do you happen to have 2 chunks?
Perfect. Is that the only one, though? We actually need 2.
That might be tough. Tell you what, I'll take a look through these boxes over here and we'll see what we can find.
Okay.
Thank you so much. We'll wait here.
Maybe I should just start running towards the Children of the Echoes now. See if we can get another chunk.
Relax. Everything's going according to plan.
We're making good progress so far, but I worry.
I know, it's just... I could tell Vichama feels the same way about his friend that I do about Kachina. I hope this chunk of obsidian isn't the only one.
He's so empathetic.
Kachina always carries all sorts of shiny stones with her. If I was the one trapped in the Night Kingdom, she'd have a whole pile of obsidian ready in a heartbeat.
Well, would you look at that? I did bring an extra. Here you go, young lady. How does it look?
Oh, hooray! Is it at all broken, scratched, chipped?
Perfect! Thank you. How much do I owe you?
I'm glad there were 2.
If you hadn't shown up, these stones would have just sat here collecting dust. I'll take 3,000 mora for both.
Wow, the ropes were more expensive actually.
Here you go. By the way, I heard you mention Vichama just now. You running an errand for him then?
In a way.
How's he doing? Malco's been gone for 5 years now. It's about time he started to move forward.
Has it been 5 years?
Do you know what happened between them?
I heard about it in passing while I was out drinking one night, but I don't know all the details. Vichama and Malco grew up together, and even made a name for themselves together. Malco was an amazing fighter, capable of knocking out multiple opponents in a single hit, while Vichama excelled at scouting and analyzing the battlefield. The two made an excellent team, and managed to beat back the Abyss several times.
What happened?
5 years ago, they both emerged triumphant in the pilgrimage, and were placed on the same team to fight the Abyss. But on the eve of battle, the Abyss launched an attack on their tribe, and Vichama suffered an injury to his leg while attempting to rescue someone.
Oh.
Then what happened?
So he didn't go.
The team agreed that he couldn't fight the Abyss in his condition. Vichama didn't argue. He knew going to the front lines with an injured leg would make him a burden in battle. So they raised the issue with the Pyro Archon, and she agreed to let him stay behind. It's just... Malco and the others ended up facing hordes of abyssal monsters in numbers that far exceeded anyone's expectations. The team made an error in judgment. and they fell to the onslaught.
Okay, so it wasn't that this issue with Kachina happened before, which makes sense because it definitely feels like this has never happened before. It was that the entire team fell, and so they weren't able to use the ode at all at that time.
Vichama went into a deep depression after that. He blames himself for everything.
It was an impossible situation. It doesn't sound like it was his fault.
Oh, you're not wrong. But it's possible he chooses to blame himself. Not because he did something wrong, but because he wasn't able to do anything at all. I've tried convincing him to move forward, to stop dwelling on the past. But the shadow of Malco's death hangs over him still.
And it is interesting because if they've established the ode as the only way to bring people back from the Night Wars, if they've fallen, then this idea that we can just go manually rescue someone, albeit, yes, it is dangerous, why hasn't this been brought up as an opportunity before? If this could be done all along for other people who also died. It doesn't seem like this is a new ability. Did they just keep it under wraps because of the rules that are in Natlan?
The Abyss has caused so much suffering, and some wounds never heal. I wish there was something he could do to make himself feel better, but...
Yeah, this sort of situation, it can either give him closure or make him even more upset.
Anyway, that's the gist of it. Maybe you could help him talk things through sometime. I would really appreciate it.
It's a little strange. Thank you very much for this purpose-built grappling hook and this ordinary obsidian. Let's take a look at those. Where are those? Ooh! Nice, I have 2 of those. Collective of plenty! Oops! And People of the Springs, okay. So, the obsidian. There you are. A simple, unadorned piece of obsidian that can become a vessel for an ancient name. Right, because Kachina has hers on her. This is so cool. We're basically going to make a new one and then summon her with it, it seems like. Key to somewhere. Fantastic. Oh, here's our rope. There we go. It is exceptionally safe. Oh, wonderful. It's popular for helping with quick descents. Like a descent into the Night Kingdom, perhaps. Oh wait, I didn't speak to the guy again. That might be too far now. Yay, made it back. Gotta speak to him, see if he has anything else to add.
I hope Vichama can move past this whole thing soon.
Thank you for your care. Ah, they gave me another one. That's really funny. At least it seems to be a plenty of these spirit sconces around when they need to be. Ooh. It's floating. He's doing something cool. Look at all this stuff. Hey, buddy.
Did you get everything?
We sure did.
Yep, it's all here. When do we start?
I've made all the necessary adjustments, so we're good to go.
Oh, that is a gorgeous shot. With this lighting in the background, is it always at this time that this happens, or did I just get super lucky?
As agreed, I'll help you find Kachina's ancient name, and then you return the favor.
Could I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Are you seeking your friend's ancient name for the same reason as us?
Yes. After Malco fell, I scoured the battlefield to see what happened. It turned out he wasn't bested by some impossibly powerful foe. He was dragged to his grave by the sheer number of enemies.
Oh, yikes. But if he went... The gentleman we were just speaking to was saying that he went off to the wars, right? Ichama couldn't go because he was injured. So, does that mean you can just access the battlefield on which the Night Warden Wars take place whenever you want, if you want to? It's not some sort of place you have to be teleported to by order of the Archon? I really want to know where these battles happen.
If I had been there, I would have been able to sense the danger. I could have warned them not to advance. I've always blamed myself for what happened. But when you told me about Kachina, I realized there's a chance Malco might also be alive, fighting for survival in the Night Kingdom.
I don't know, it really seems like you can't last long there.
But that happened several years ago, right?
In 5 years.
The Pyro Archon said all life within the Night Kingdom eventually becomes one with the Sea of Souls.
There might not be much hope, but I still have to try. Malco and I promised each other, even if we never managed to root out the Abyss for good, we would fight together until the end. All right, let's get to it. I'll start searching for the conceptualized version of Kachina's ancient name. If you see any fragments scattered around the area, please collect them.
Yeah, he has to try. I just hope he can accept whatever the outcome is and not lose himself in the process. Ooh, here we go.
Make sure you prepare yourselves for battle. As I said, the stone will link the mortal realm to the Night Kingdom. The Abyss will likely emerge in response.
Here we go. Do you think we'll get a trial? A double trial?
Look at
Ooh!
that golden thing. It must
Golden
be one
thing.
of those fragments Vichama mentioned.
Like this?
Let's get closer.
Oh, I see. Collect, collect. I see that thing is charging up on the top, so we probably want to collect. Oh! Maybe if we take too long, they just disappear? And I'm guessing we're going to get attacked at some point. And hopefully... I see, if we're distracted fighting people, we'll lose our chance to get these fragments. Alright. No mercy. Get him. Any fragments on the field? No fragments. Okay, so maybe the fragments will wait until we can get these guys out of here. Ooh, these guys are tough. My shield is already gone. Not ideal. Let's grab that. Wonderful. Ooh, yikes. Okay. Use her ultimate. We already have it, so might as well. See if we can get another shield. Go ahead with this. A little bit of that. Back into that so she recharges. In the meantime, do this and one of these. And I kind of just have to hope that Seat Lolly is hitting this guy at all. Ooh, get out of there. Maybe we can get these little guys while waiting for that guy to chill out. Put a shield, Seat Lolly. Where is your guy? There he is. Lovely. Got a cryo crystallize. Lovely. Okay, great. So, do this just to get that back up and running. Drop the rock on him so we can get another pyro crystallize, and then see if we can do anything with Seat Lolly. Cryo's not the most effective, but it's going to be most effective than pyro is against the shield. Any other ancient names on the field? No, not really. Great, here we go. Come on. There we go. Wonderful. Ooh, yikes.
How much longer, Vichama?
Not long. We're getting close.
Lots of fragments. Fantastic. Yoink, yoink. Kachina! No! We lost a Morpheme. There we go. There we go. Come on, come on. Ah, just barely made it. Awesome. This looks so... You know what this reminds me of? The visuals of this. It reminds me of those random events you can get in Mondstadt. The blow the dust away with Animo events. Isn't that interesting? What is that dust, do you think? Are you focusing? Oh, oh! Is that her name?
Quick,
I think it is. It looks the same as the one we saw before. Yay!
I found Kachina's ancient name. Hang in there, Malco. Just a little longer.
Alright, here we go. Round 2.
Something's not right. The power of the Abyss is getting stronger.
Can we stop it for now? Give it a break? Go back in? Oh no. It'd be so cool if this summoned a world
The
boss.
Abyss is corroding his body. Vichama, you can't keep going. You'll die.
It would be so uncool if that world boss was
I should have
Vichama,
died
though.
5 years ago.
No, give it a break. Just take a rest and then try
Just need a
again.
little more time.
No.
Please, I'm almost there.
It looks so cool, but no. Understood. I'll help buy you some time. Oh, can we absorb some of the corruption?
Thank you.
If these guys will fight off the enemies for us, we can maybe spam. Ah!
Whoa, watch out! The power of the Abyss is strong.
I literally, ow, hand cramp. I've got both hands going. Never underestimate my button mashing powers. That was pretty cool. I very much expected to get attacked during that. I can't hold them back much longer. We're running out of time.
Malco. No! Why can't I find him? Why?
It's been too long.
We can't wait any longer. Pull him away from the stone, Mualani.
I already tried, but the power of the abyss has him in a chokehold. It's like he's tied to the stone with an invisible rope.
In that case, we have no choice. I'm sorry, Seawally.
Oh, she's going to break the stone.
Get back!
Ooh.
Wait!
Oh, that was cool. Oh, look at that. You could see the animo coalesce. That's unfortunate, though.
Ouch. What happened just now?
Is the whole place
It
burnt?
looked like the spirit speaker's stone was...
Was it destroyed?
The stone's power was spiraling out of control. The only way to stop it was to destroy it.
Where's Vichama? Is he okay?
You were all caught in the shockwave of the explosion. You might feel dizzy for a while, but that's normal.
Normal after being caught in the shockwave of an explosion of a spirit stone. Yes.
Give us a heads up next time, will you? You're lucky we managed to dodge it in time.
Where's Vichama?
I thought I said to get back.
Yeah, barely a second before you made it go poof. Not everyone has your reflexes, Chaska. We were this close to getting dragged into the explosion.
Where's Vichama?
Okay, I'll be more careful next time.
Thank you.
At least Kachina's ancient name is still in one piece. Wait, where's Vichama?
Yeah, really?
Vichama!
Oh, okay. He's not going to be happy though, is he?
Vichama!
Do you understand that you could not find him? Or are you going to insist that you needed more time?
I couldn't find Malco's ancient name. It must be completely gone by now. Once your ancient name disappears, there's no coming back. From the very beginning, I knew there was a slim chance, but still.
You had hope, didn't you?
And now... it's too late to save him. From the minute he left that day, it was already too late.
Vichama.
I'm sure he's heard enough condolences over the years. Let's just give him some space.
Huh? What's that in your hands, Vichama? It looks like something's glowing.
Oh?
Huh?
Oh?
This is...
Interesting. It doesn't have a name on it, but it has something. Is he going to get a message from his friend? A vision? Oh dear.
Hey, Malco. Got any strength left?
Oh, so this must be where they were fighting. Look, the rift hounds in the distance. And it seems very abyssal indeed. It also looks like Natlan, so there must be maybe a frontier somewhere?
Not enough to swing a sword, but to say a few last words? Sure.
Too bad. No one will get to hear them.
Oh, but now Vichama gets to hear them.
I never thought I'd actually die on this mission. Not that I'm afraid to die. It's just... hard. Thinking about my mom's face when she hears the news.
Guess I have something to be thankful for then. My parents died a long time ago. They won't have to mourn me.
Oh, dang.
Pisak! Always had to beat me at everything, didn't you? Right to the end, you were never one for goodbyes.
Oh, wow.
Maybe you're right. Maybe no one will get to hear our last words. But just in case... Vichama, I'm so glad you didn't come with us.
Oh my god.
Don't be sad. Just keep on living. For the both of us.
Oh my god. Oh wow. And no wonder that was the memory he saw.
Was that a memory?
I'm sure his friend really wanted him to see that or to hear those words somehow. So if indeed what keeps you alive in there is will, then maybe that was the last remnant of, Malco? Was that his name? Malco's will. Making sure that message survived.
Seems like we were able to salvage something after all.
Feeling any better, Vichama? Oh, I don't know about better, but certainly different, probably.
Of course. Seeing him, hearing his voice again, it makes me unbelievably happy. But it also brings with it an even deeper pain.
Yeah.
A deeper pain? Why?
Malco was always the type to put on a brave face. But in that memory just now, his hands were shaking, and his smile was forced.
Really? Oh, you're right.
For all these years, I regretted not being able to fight alongside him to the end. And now I know, at the end of his life, he was thinking the same thing.
Vichama.
I'm fine. Actually, I heard Chief Wyna wasn't really on board with your plan to go to the Night Kingdom.
I think his concerns were valid.
When you asked for my help, I hesitated too. I knew helping you find your friend's ancient name meant leading you one step closer to danger. But I also understood why you had to try. Everyone has regrets in life, but not everyone gets the chance to make up for them. Once allowed to fester, guilt strips us of our most valuable qualities as warriors. In that sense, we might as well choose the braver path from the very beginning.
A more courageous way? You mean fighting while injured?
If I could do it all over again, I would have followed Malco to the front lines no matter what. Even with an injured leg, there were still things I could have done. That way, even if the outcome stayed the same, I still would have fought alongside him to the end. There are critical junctures in life, and if you don't seize the chance to act, there's no going back. That's something I had to learn in hindsight. But you're still at the crossroads of your journey, so I hope you can walk away without regrets.
Thank you, Vichama. I feel even more determined now. Kachina will come back to us. I'll make sure of it. I promised I would find her, and I intend to keep that promise.
That's good to hear. Strange. My body, it's...
You're not going to die on us now, are you?
Once abyssal corrosion enters the body, a portion will fuse itself to your internal organs. Even though the Traveler possesses powers of purification, corrosion can never be fully eradicated.
Jessica certainly took that in stride, didn't she? Because that was the first time she's seen us do it.
Thanks to her, though, you were only briefly exposed. Slowing your breathing and controlling your emotions should help you keep the symptoms in check.
Seems like he's good at that. It is beautiful. Wow.
Huh. That does make me feel better. You seem very knowledgeable about all this.
Just speaking from experience, that's all.
Anyway,
speaking from
we've
experience,
recovered Kachina's ancient name, so we're off to a great start. Let's get Vichama back to his tribe and tell Wyna the good news.
Because you just learned about our purification power, and you've probably never seen something like this before, have you? Do you mean to say that you've been exposed to the abyss before? Abyssal corrosion specifically? Ooh, I wonder.
Oh,
I wonder if she's seen purification before
apologize
too.
for destroying the spirit speaker stone. We had no choice though, so he'll probably understand. Right?
Probably. I mean, we did it to save Vichama's life. So hopefully he should understand. Why did that sound like an enemy just spawned in? Oh, that's Chaska's little sister.
Koichi, are you really gonna just stand there like that? I don't know what you want from me.
I think you know exactly what I'm trying to say, Uncle Wyna. I can hear it in your voice.
Oh?
Honestly, it's just one thing after another with you two. They're back.
What does she need?
Koichi? What are you doing here?
Don't play dumb with your own sister. You know exactly why I'm here.
Wow, she has a really custom design. That's super cool.
My apologies, everyone. I just need to borrow Chaska for a few minutes. You come with me.
She is not happy. Jessica, what did you do?
I'll be just a moment.
Have fun? Come back soon. We do still need her help, probably.
Koichi, Chaska's younger sister. Although the two aren't actually related by blood, it's kind of a long story.
Right. She did just call herself Chaska's sister just now. But it feels like there's more to the story.
It's not really my story to tell, but I guess it's not a secret. You see, Chaska was actually raised by cuckoo soars.
Why does that sound familiar? Who else did that? I feel like somebody else did that recently. Somebody else was raised by creatures.
She was afflicted with a rare disease when she was a child, and abandoned in the wild as a result.
Yikes.
The Abyss found her out there, all on her own, and tried to devour her. But in the end, all that did was trigger her will to live.
Okay, so they do get into Natlan in certain places. And I do wonder if she was exposed to corruption
That
or
strength
corrosion.
of will pushed her to survive. But it also planted a seed of conflict within her. Eventually, she was adopted by the cuckoo soars. Wherever they went, she followed, getting into fights right and left.
Those are the ones that can fly, right? I do wonder how she managed to follow them so well.
For some reason, Paimon can totally imagine that.
Oh, it's very similar to Clorend.
Well, when Chaska finally returned to human society, it was Koichi's parents who adopted her. At the time, Chaska still had a habit of getting into fights, so Koichi was always taking her around, apologizing to everyone.
Ah, I remember those days. One of those fights was definitely with me. But, you know, kids. You're fighting one minute and your friend's the next. Eventually, she found a way to rein in that desire to fight. And now she's who people call to resolve conflicts. She's known as the Peacemaker.
Oh, that's right, isn't she?
It sounds like she still argues with Koichi, though. Don't siblings usually stop fighting when they get older?
That's partly my fault. Koichi asked me to stop Chaska from doing anything dangerous, but you probably know by now, once Chaska makes up her mind, there's no changing it.
Oh, I get it. No wonder you tried to talk us out of going to the Night Kingdom. Chaska even said that wasn't like you.
And no wonder Koichi is mad with her. She probably found out that she's planning on doing something risky again.
I'm all for your adventure. You need to take risks when you're young, because by the time you're my age, you couldn't attempt something like that even if you wanted to. Better try now than live with regrets later. That's what I say. Still, I can understand where Koichi's coming from. In the end, nobody wants to sit back and let a loved one put their life on the line.
All right, it's just the two of us now. You have 1 minute to explain yourself.
I don't have anything to say. You don't have to approve, but you should know I only do what's necessary.
That attitude is exactly the problem. It's like you don't care. You try to sneak off to the Night Kingdom behind my back and then play it down as if it's just a trip abroad.
Well, technically I am going abroad, right?
Again with the excuses! We agreed, didn't we? There are 4 levels of danger. If it's not something urgent, you can only engage in level 2 danger and below. You can only go up to level 3 if a situation is so dire there's absolutely no alternative.
Well, wouldn't you say that this is level 3?
But a trip to the Night Kingdom? If that's not a level 4, I don't know what is. And you were just going to sneak into the place without saying anything.
I probably shouldn't be laughing so much, but I find it really fun to see different sort of sibling relationships in this game. You know, we've seen a couple siblings, but it's nice that each set of siblings we see has a completely different dynamic, and this one is really different from all the other ones we've seen before. Very refreshing.
What do you mean, sneak into the place? I always planned on walking in there with my head held high.
I think she means sneaking in there behind her back.
You bought off Uncle Wina, didn't you? He promised me he'd stop you from doing anything dangerous. Oh, it's like he didn't even try.
Didn't buy him off, and he did try. She just ignored him.
You feel like he went back on his word. What if I told you my mind was made up, and there was nothing he could have done. Not even by force.
Oh, I knew it! So he did try to say something, but you didn't listen.
Yeah.
This is important. If you were in my shoes, you'd make the same decision.
You don't know that? I'm a doctor, and I handle logistics. If you're going to waltz into a dangerous situation where you could lose control at any moment, it's my duty to say something.
That's why she's wearing a white coat. She's a doctor.
All right, whatever. Anything else?
What do you mean, anything else? Why don't you reflect on what you've done and promise me you'll stay put?
No, I mean, you've just yelled at her, but you haven't tried to reason with her at all. So maybe try to talk to her about why she's doing what she's doing and see if you can come to a, what would you call that? A compromise that would make you both happy? Because I really don't think Chaska is going to change her mind on going to the Night Kingdom.
Time out. Is this one of our normal arguments or a serious one?
Chaska, does it sound like I'm joking?
Then you need to know something.
Oh.
What happened to Kachina was partially my fault. I can't leave her there to die. That's not who I am.
Oh, she blames herself potentially for Kachina falling?
But the person you become when you lose control, that's also not who you are.
Oh. She's got another side to her. Probably pops out during battle sometimes.
That's a different issue. You said it yourself. A person is only as good as their morals. If I want to live in Natlan, I need to display qualities that make me worthy of this nation.
They're finally having a conversation now, and I love that the two birds are kind of paralleling this.
I've also told you that managing your condition is equally important.
Sometimes you have to make sacrifices. All right, let's stop this here. If we keep going, I might actually have to get serious. And I think Waina prefers his roof attached to his house.
Is that a threat? That sounds like a threat to me.
Koichi! Younger sisters are supposed to listen to their elders.
Oh dear, things are getting heated now.
So, you're really going to go, no matter what I say? I'm supposed to be your sister.
Then support me. I'll be back. All you have to do is wait.
Chaska. So, that's it. Why'd you have to turn out to be so darn annoying?
I wonder if she'll do anything while we're gone that will have connections to the rest of this plot. Like, this is a thread they're establishing. They can't just drop this thread after we leave. She has to pop back up, don't you think? Maybe during, like, Chaska's, what would you call that? Not her story quest. She doesn't have a story quest. But whatever it's called, maybe during Chaska's quest, we'll come back around and try to talk to Koichi again. Interesting.
You two are something else.
They're really... This whole quest has been about... I guess you could say, like, Act 1 and the beginning of Act 2 of the Archon quest, they were establishing the plot. Setting up things that will... that cause things to happen later on. And I think they've been doing it really well. It's been decently well-paced, both slow, but sneaky about it. I feel like things have happened that are going to have bigger implications down the line that I don't realize yet. But now what they're doing is they're focusing on themes, I feel like, with these last few scenes that we've seen. Because we had Vichama and Malco, who had this really close bond, but one of them has already died. And so they were bringing up really intense stuff, you know, grief, survivor's guilt, the regrets that he has, and he really wishes he had done something different, and he feels like he's learned that even if you can only do a little bit, do everything that you can, and maybe you'll affect a different outcome. Which is not a bad mindset to have, but I do have some issues with what he's thinking about, Vichama, I mean, because he really wishes he was there with Malco at that time, even though he was injured. But I don't think that things might have turned out as well as he's imagining they would have, because he was injured. That was a battlefield. If people had to spend time helping him move around, they might still have died. They probably still would have died. Because, for one thing, they got overwhelmed by numbers, and having an injured leg does not make it easy to run away if need be. So it's hard to say. We don't know what the outcome would have been, because he thinks he could have warned them not to advance at all. But if you hadn't advanced, then what would have happened? There's no way of knowing what would have happened, and if he or any of them would have survived anyways. It's a really complicated situation because we just don't know, and we're just left with these feelings of unresolved guilt and grief. Then, immediately after that, we have this situation where you have these two sisters who are both still alive, but about to make a choice that will put one of them into danger. And it's like, she's doing it for a really good reason. She wants to help someone. She has confidence in her abilities. So it's not like this is a huge risk for her specifically. It seems like she's very strong, but it's still undeniably dangerous. It's such a cool contrast to the situation with Vichama and Malko. And I'm just like, wow, they're building up really complicated themes around relationships and emotions, and they're immediately giving us these two contrasts. And since we're about to go on this journey with Chaska, I feel like we'll have a different outcome to Vichama and Malko's tale. That is, I don't think Chaska will die, because of the contrast they've already established. Now, we could go the other way. Maybe Chaska will leave, and then she'll come back, and the Abyss will have attacked the Scions of the Canopy, or where is it she's from? The Flower Feather Clan? And her sister will have died while we were gone. And that could be a different type of contrast, where instead of the one who went to go do the dangerous thing died, it's the one who stayed behind died. And that would be another way to invert the situation with Vichama and Malko. So, new fear unlocked, but we don't know. I've just been really enjoying the way they're establishing these emotional patterns and these characterization patterns.
Something you wanted to say?
I know you aren't related by blood, but you two sure are similar.
Really?
You know, I said that very thing to Koichi not too long ago, and she reacted the exact same way, down to the very tone of voice.
They do seem quite similar. It's probably because they grew up together after a certain point, right?
It's not my place to get involved, but I will say this. Try to spend a little more time with your sister. You're tough kids. That doesn't mean you have to go it alone.
So, yeah, again, it's like an inverse of the situation we just had, where one person wishes he could have had more time with Vichama, wishes he could have had more time with Malko. Chaska's basically in his same position, but in the past. She has the opportunity to spend more time with her sister.
Thank you.
But who knows if she will?
Anytime.
Or if she'll have that opportunity for long.
If you're done with the Spirit Speaker Stone, you might as well hand it over.
I'm having deja vu to the Holy Lyre.
According to Kinich, it's an important ceremonial artifact, so it'd be safer to keep it with me.
Yeah.
About that.
If only Tonegif was here, he could have repaired it just like the Holy Lyre.
And here I was thinking, where's Venti when you need him?
The Spirit Speaker Stone might be 2 stones now.
And she's taking accountability, I guess, because she is the one who did it.
Huh?
You explained the sequence of events to Waina. They are beautiful, though.
I see. Sounds like it was an urgent situation. If someone's life was on the line, then you had no choice. Still, Citlali's going to be a nightmare to deal with now that you've broken her stuff. I'll explain everything to her later.
Oh, I just realized why this might only be an option for us and not for, like, Vichama. Like, he couldn't have done what we're doing 5 years ago because that group didn't achieve victory. That seems to be one of the defining rules of Natlan. And I really wonder who established those rules and who upkeeps them, basically. And what qualifies victory?
Stay safe out there in the Night Kingdom, okay? I'll wait here for your safe return.
Thank you for your support. I am so curious by how they define... Oh, Utabizi! It's Kachina! Kachina's in my inventory. Hi, Kachina. This plain, unadorned obsidian seems to be a bit heavier than expected. It is said you can use it to find Kachina's approximate location. No, it would be really interesting if you could not use Kachina as a character while she was gone. What would happen? Let's see if they've done that. Probably not, knowing how this game usually rolls, but...
Yay! Okay, let's go!
Wait, that's adorable. She's so excited to be on the team. There she is! Hey, I found her! She's okay. Alright. Gonna put her away. Sorry, back into the Night Kingdom. We need another stone. Can you make another one? Alright, now we've got to bring the name to the Archon. Where is she? I'm guessing she's back at the place. Alright, let's go on a journey. You know, I do want to come from that other direction, actually. Because I want to go to the Fishing Association. For goodness sakes. I've been here long enough. Can't believe I haven't made it to the association yet. Okay, I want to maintain my stamina. Yes, I did just immediately use it again, but don't worry about it. How do I do that quick swap thing? Like this? Like that? Like that? Confirm? Delightful. Nope. There we go. So if we just go into one of these chasms around the arena, we should find the Fishing Association. I feel like I'm moving so slowly, but I'm actually moving quite quickly, aren't I? I'm just super high up. That's fun. Stars are nice. So there's that volcano and there's this volcano. I think this is the one that we saw erupting when we first arrived. Seems to have quieted down for now. I think it's probably tied into the world quest with Jasper. My little boy. I love how it does seem like he's popping up in other world quests, not necessarily only his own. He just shows up wherever we go, and I love that. It's wonderful, because he's traveling with us. Can I land up here? If I go into that fire, will it hurt me? Oh my god. The answer is yes. I didn't expect it to. I honestly thought that it wouldn't. That's funny. Waiting on my little gadget to rekindle. Ooh, just down there. Bubble? Why bubble? This isn't the, what's that one place called? Bear with me. Pending. Zooming out. Apom Woods! This isn't the Apom Woods! Almost fell off. Okay, here's another passageway. Oh, we need to be on the lookout for that one teleporter that I don't have. Oh, it's that way. Oh, I see it. Ooh, an Oculus. Right there. Here's the plan. Teleporter, fish, teleporter, Oculus, teleporter. Wait, I'm like scarily close to this quest. Grab me, please don't grab me. I have to go inside. Wonderful. Okay. Fishing Association first. I can start fishing. We've really only seen that one fishing point, haven't we? And I don't even know if that was a fishing point. Oh, we should see if this person, question mark person, hello? Can sell us a rod. There you are. That can fish in lava. Hey, we got one of these from an NPC. The singer in the Springs of Plenty. Springs of Plenty? People of the Springs. Hello. Hello, are you here to interact with our adorable little fishies? Do you need any help from me or the Fishing Association? I need a rod that can fish in lava. Ooh. Molten lava pool. I'm guessing that's from my teapot. This. Not quite. I'm trying to remember if those look like the fish we've seen in the lava, but kind of not really. Oh, we need the bait! Of course! And of course it's Madakas. That's what they're for. Okay. Should I get this thing? Oh, I can't anyways. I can't get anything. It was the bait. No wonder we couldn't catch any fish. We didn't have any bait. Wow, it's just like that one World Quest in Fontaine with the fishing association lady there. We didn't have any bait on the hook. Alright, so we immediately go for Oculus. Oh, and maybe we should go for a statue, actually. Boop. Oh, cool. You could indwell that guy to get up here. Now, I feel like there's usually... Ooh, those rocks are really interesting. I feel like there's usually a fishing point kind of near the fishing association person. What do you think? Wow, what is this? Touch. Ooh. A nearly weightless black jade enveloped in chilling flames. According to Natlan's legends, offering it at a specific altar might just open to the path to the kingdom ruled by the night? Is this the entrance? Well, maybe we're about to come right back here. Let's get some flowers. Hi, guys. I'm just here for flowers. Oh, apparently I'm here for battle now, actually. See if that gets us any shields. It sure did. Yay. Sorry about this, kids. I need to have words with your father. Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. And there's only one left. Sorry, buddy. Alright. I've got some more drops. I could fight some more guys. I really just want these flowers. I don't know who needs them. If anyone. They feel like a character thing, but they could be also for like a potion or something. Anyway. Yes, quick stop at a statue. Since we have crossed the distance to the... I almost said station. What is it called? The stadium. We are, in fact, at the stadium. Whoops, wrong button. We are simply here. Talk to the statue first. Oh, I need 2 more. Okay. If you say so. Let's go talk to Malika. Malika! Can you bring my friend back to life, please? Excuse me. Oh, this is the speaker's chamber. So this is where we were earlier with the fire. Not that that's too descriptive in Natlan, but there you go. You know, the place with the fire. How's it going over here?
We found Kachina's ancient name, too!
What happened at the stadium?
Well, it's fairly complicated. Let me give you the condensed version.
This is going to be the most amazing debrief. Oh, I see. You learn of the Pyro Archon's battle against the captain as well as her sacrifice.
We can't go anywhere without them causing trouble.
I really expected her to just tell us, I fought the captain, and I used up some of my power.
But what if the Fatui finds out you've lost your power? Won't they try to take advantage of the situation?
That's why it has to be our little secret. No one else can know, or we're asking for trouble.
Okay. We'll keep it secret.
Look, I wish I could offer you some sort of consolation, but I won't lie to you. With multiple factions closing in, there's nothing comforting about the situation we're facing.
Is that the Ode of Resurrection in the background?
Still, all you need to do is focus on your goal. You can leave the complicated matters to me.
It almost feels like there might be people up in the stands right now singing for Kachina, trying to bring her back.
I can also step in on the Pyro Archon's behalf. There's a limit to what I can accomplish, but I'll help you however I can.
Oh, thank you.
There's no need to be so modest, Yan-san. Your incredible strength has long been a well-known fact. You're the pride of your tribe.
Archon, I'm sorry about before. You have so much on your plate, so much that you have to worry about. But all I could do was focus on my own feelings.
Wow. She already apologized earlier, but she's apologizing again.
You have nothing to be sorry about. We all get overwhelmed by our emotions, myself included. Your reaction to Kachina's disappearance, I understand that feeling very well.
I think that reflects on Mulani very well, actually. It indicates that she's been spending this time thinking over her own actions and considering what was going on with herself emotionally at that time to understand better her own behavior. And she felt another apology was necessary now that she understood more about what she had been doing. That's pretty cool. She has really good emotional intelligence.
Well, now that we have Kachina's ancient name, let's go track her down. Follow me.
Oh, let's do this. I get the feeling it will work. I think we'll find her. Because finding her is just the next step. There's a lot more we need to do after that. You're not about to flicker, are you? Ooh. This feels very Nightwind coded. I just saw an object that had like the horns that are associated with the Nightwind.
What is this place? Hey, isn't that Atea's talisman?
Oh.
Good eye. This is where I store all the various mementos I've collected.
Okay.
Whoa. I've never seen this place before. There's so many things in here.
It looks like there are items from every tribe. Collecting them must have taken a lot of effort.
I suppose you could think of it as a hobby of sorts. In Natlan, everyone grows up listening to the stories of heroes.
And so now you collect things that remind you of heroes? There's a giant belt in the background and a giant axe, or hammer?
And physical items do a far better job of preserving those stories than our own memory.
Oh, just like the whole thing from Larua about stone and memory. Yeah, those jars right there, or at least that taller one. That looks like Nightwind to me. Then there's this jar on the right that looks associated with perhaps the science of the canopy?
Now, I still have some preparations to make for the ceremony, so feel free to take a look around in the meantime.
I love how you can see visually the connections to the people.
If you're
That's
curious
really
about
neat.
an item, I'm more than willing to tell you about its origins.
I love how her hair glows.
Alright, we'll have a look.
It looks super cool. Feels befitting of a Pyro Archon. Examine! Hi, Yansan.
Make sure to handle everything with care. This cup, for example, it's heavier than it looks.
This guy right here? I want to look at the belt. Lovely. I don't have to walk on the table to do
Whoa,
it.
that belt is bigger than Paimon's head!
Looks quite heavy.
The Collective of Plenty are known for their bodybuilding competitions and contests of strength. This belt is a symbol of great honor within the tribe.
Why do you have it?
The association with strength might also have been the reason the original belt was extremely heavy. It was difficult for even 2 people to lift.
Is this the original and now they have a new one?
And even if a warrior had the strength to put it on, wearing it for any length of time would still leave them gasping for breath.
Sounds like it.
So the owner of the original belt, Kitera, commissioned a craftsman to make a copy identical in appearance but far lighter in weight. That is the belt you see before you.
Okay.
He would often wear this version when training in order to protect his waist.
Or he made a lighter version so he could wear it all the time and show it off.
He was proud of it. Understandable. Seems like he won it in a great contest of strength. Ooh, it's just me in the party. This, like, acoustic version of the ode is beautiful. Goodness.
This flower looks like it's thriving. You must be good at taking care of plants, Archon.
This fishing basket looks familiar.
Well, do tell us more.
Hey, there's a fishing rod here. It must have belonged to the people of the springs.
That's right. It belongs to a legendary fisherman named Matavaru. I have his entire set of fishing equipment, actually. He and I met in a tavern. He told me about a particular kind of giant fish and his meticulous plan to catch it. In his eyes, I saw a hunger and a strong fighting spirit. To him, the sea was the battlefield upon which he staked his honor.
So, did he do it?
The next time I saw him, he was covered in scars. It turned out the fish he sought had been corroded by the abyss. He managed to kill the fish, but sustained a serious injury in the process, which meant he could never go deep-sea fishing again. Can a fisherman claim victory if he fails to bring back his catch? That's what he asked me in the end.
Well, Paimon thinks he won.
That was my answer as well. The experience was far more valuable than the prize itself. In the end, he didn't want his tools to go to waste, so he gave them to me.
Wait, that means you also know how to fish.
Maybe we can go head-to-head sometime.
Oh. A challenge to the Fishing Association's angler. You know what's really interesting? Speaking of like themes and concepts that Natlan is establishing, I love how it very much feels like a nation of stories and a nation of heroes. And what I find very interesting is that Mawika herself seems to have befriended all these people, and that's why she has all of their things. That implies a very lonely thing about Mawika and how long she may have been Archon for. I don't know how long she's been Archon for. They might have told us, but if they did, I forget. But it seems like she's been Archon for at least a while. And what I find interesting is that, you know, with this being the nation of Pyro, and I mean, look at her hair. She's very much sun imagery coded, I would say. And what's kind of neat is you see that in her actions and the way that she interacts with the people around her. She is highlighting other people. I don't know much about how she became the Archon, except that she won the title, basically, in the games. Or the tournament and the wars, perhaps. She won the title, she's a great warrior. But after that, we don't know much about her personally, and we know more about the other people around her. She's illuminating the others before she illuminates herself. That's really interesting. I think that's really cool. If they did that deliberately because she is, you know, the Pyro Archon, sun imagery, kind of feels like an obvious connection there. I think that's really neat.
There are so many jars and potions around here. Do they have anything to do with alchemy?
No, those belong to the Masters of the Nightwind. They're ceremonial tools used to amplify the ability to communicate with the Night Kingdom and the Wyab. Yamaya is an expert in this field, and she taught me a lot. Even though she appears stoic and serious, she actually has a keen sense of humor.
So Yamaya still alive?
The tools you see here are quite traditional. Her students found them outdated, so she passed them on to me. The contents of the jars aren't all that special. Oh, except the big jar in the middle. That's what she really wanted to give me.
See? That's the one I was looking at earlier. It is indeed from someone of the Nightwind.
Ooh, must be something really cool. What's inside?
Grape juice.
Huh?
The adult kind of grape juice?
It's quite tasty, although probably expired by now.
Speaking of sun imagery, though, I wonder if that implies that we'll be meeting someone who is somewhat of a moon. Someone who reflects Mawika. Or helps us get to know her better.
This is Atea's talisman.
My guess would be somebody who has passed away, so maybe somebody in the Night Kingdom who knew Mawika when she was younger. Maybe like Atea, if we run into Atea again. I guess you could say, yeah. Someone like Atea is the only person we've really seen remark on Mawika as a person so far. Or it could just be someone from, like, again, the Nightwind, the Masters of the Nightwind, because that seems to be the group of people most associated with sort of cool tones, if we want to just go with a imagery-based symbolism. If Mawika is warm tones, then the purple and blue of the Nightwind would be cool toned. And so that's complementary. There could be someone associated with the moon there, and I'm very fascinated if there is.
I'm sure you're familiar with this one already. Atea was rarely ever without it. The talisman brought her a lot of luck in battle.
Indeed. Okay, I think we've interacted with everything. And the sparkles went away too. Helps us keep track. Except for Atea's. Oh, nope, never mind, they're still there. Well, let's talk to her. Is that sparkling? Oh, this thing's sparkling. Don't want to miss this.
Whoa, this weapon is huge! Which tribe did it belong to?
Oh, do you think it belonged to that hero that we read about?
Ah, that weapon belonged to Tenoch, a hero from 500 years ago. Strictly speaking, he didn't belong to any single tribe.
Interesting. Look, is that a picture of her family? Wow. Is that a little sister? Oh no. Oh no, what happened?
That's because even before the disaster with the Abyss broke out, he had already been exiled.
Why was he exiled again?
Exiled?
It was a punishment imposed out of necessity, but he accepted it all the same. He believed it was what he deserved.
That is so cool. That's... how did you pronounce it? Tenoch? I'm actually gonna check.
Ah, that weapon belonged to Tenoch.
Tenoch.
When the Abyss attacked,
That's so cool.
the tribes found themselves in urgent need of a powerful figure to lead them into the battle, and there was no one more courageous or resolute than him. He united the 6 tribes and accomplished great feats throughout the war. Ultimately, he perished, and because he had already lost his ancient name, the Ode of Resurrection was unable to bring him back. And so, he was laid to rest, alongside the countless warriors and civilians who lost their lives, buried in the soil of his native land.
Wow. He sounds like a true hero.
Indeed, even now his story is told throughout the land.
It is so cool because that's the story that we read before even coming here. What was it? The Talking Stick that had it? Or was it that book that we read? I think it was Talking Stick. I think that's the Talking Stick. Wait, that's so cool. Do you see something come out of one of the stories that we've read? Ah, that's so cool. I love it. Alright. Tell us what you know. The moon! You don't say.
The powder still needs some time to settle, so let's wait a little longer. Well, what do you think of my collection? Do you feel like you have a better understanding of Natlan's culture now?
I feel like I have a better understanding of you now.
Yeah. If each item represents a different story, seems like Natlan's really been through a lot. Does every item hold a special memory, just like Atea's talisman?
That's right. The items in my collection actually serve a similar purpose to the ancient names passed down among the tribes.
Yeah, you can tell the stories.
They demonstrate the true shape of time.
Okay.
The shape of time?
The true shape of time?
Most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can only move forward. We cannot change the past or predict the future. But there's also a different theory, one that I believe to be closer to the truth. Namely, that the past, present, and future all exist at once.
Oh, tell me more.
At once? Paimon's not sure she understands.
Let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking back on your experience in each nation, which one would you say was the most important?
I'd have to say all of them.
Exactly. Even at the end of your journey, the things you experienced along the way don't cease to exist. They become part of who you are. Take out a portion of that journey, and you would likely make very different decisions, and eventually arrive at a very different destination.
So she's kind of saying that the past, present, and future all exist at the same time within a person?
The future is the same way. It exists even though it has yet to come to pass. We just lack the means to perceive it. Of course, there are those with the power to foresee the future. They simply call it by a different name. Fate. You're quite familiar with that concept, I would imagine.
You could say that.
That does kinda make sense. The future hasn't happened, but already exists.
Humanity excels at living in the present, but too often we forget the past and neglect the future.
So, ancient names record the past.
While the pilgrimage and the Night Warden Wars lead us to a better future. Only by uniting the people of Natlan across countless eras can we fight back against an enemy as formidable as the Abyss.
This song is gorgeous, by the way, in the background. Oh my god.
To come up with such a set of rules,
Mm-hmm.
the first Pyro Archon must have possessed a level of insight I can only imagine.
So, the first Pyro Archon created the rules of Natlan.
That's correct. At first, he was a mortal man with no special power. After he ascended to the Divine Throne, he used it to borrow power from the heavens and establish the rules of Natlan.
Wait! Ronova? I don't recognize that name, like, at all. Oh my god, I need to have, like, a...
Namely, a
Oh,
framework.
shoot!
through which ordinary people can ascend to Archonhood.
I put my notebook down on the thing and it pressed the button. Sorry. Okay. I'm gonna start a name bank, or I could put this into general Natlan notes. Where should I put this? I need to decide where to put this. I'm thinking either a general name bank in my Natlan notes, or I can make a guess as to who this belongs to. Because let's think about this for a second, actually. He used it to borrow power from the heavens. First of all, it's interesting. Okay, alright, we need to think of doubles. Here we have our delightful Pyro Archon, Malwika, currently Archon, right? And in all of the nations where the Archon has been replaced, i.e. not Mondstadt and not Larua, so far we have seen that the current Archon looks visually very similar to the previous Archon. This, I would say, includes Fontaine, because Egeria was, or Focalor was, I would say, Archon for a very brief period of time as she created Farina, is my understanding. So, anyways, you have A, who looks very similar to Makoto. Nahida, of course, looks very similar to Ruka Devata, looks identical to the Ruka Devata that we met. It basically is a younger looking version of her. Farina and Focalor. But here we have Malwika referring to the first Pyro Archon as being male. So they could still look visually quite similar, just be different genders. But there's the potential that there have been many Archons before Malwika, between him and her, you know? So the question then becomes, who could be her twin? Like, not literal twin, but who out there is going to have the same appearance as her? So that's a question that we need to just have on the back of our mind. I am going to start a Natlan note, because maybe I can write that down there, but I also want to write down that name we've been seeing a lot. Which I need to go dig out of one of my other videos and put, or maybe, wait, did I put that in the story notes? Or... Oh, that's a different name. Okay, we've seen two names that are relevant. And I thought they were the same name, but they're actually different names. I need to go find that other name and write it. We've seen Shiakoto. That is how you say that. I do intend to look up a pronunciation guide. I just haven't done it quite yet. It was the Flame Lord and the Father Dragon. Which makes me think that he is the Pyro Sovereign. And then we saw another name that was quite long and it started with X as well. And I thought it was the same name, but it was actually a different name. So I need to figure out who that name was. Could that name be the first Pyro Archon, maybe? Because I remember looking at that name and thinking, oh, a person from the past who was very associated with Pyro, possibly the Pyro Sovereign. But I think this name is the Pyro Sovereign, so that name might have been the first Pyro Archon. But I completely forget the context in which I saw it, so I have to go track that one down. But I've written that down for now. So this name that we're seeing here, Renova. So, the first Pyro Archon was a mortal man with no special power. After he ascended to the Divine Throne... That's incredible! You mean this guy participated in the Archon War as a mortal man with no special power? Oh my god. Because he ascended to a Divine Throne, how exactly did the Archon War go down in Natlan? Was he not fighting against gods for some reason? There were no gods in Natlan, he was maybe just fighting other people? Or did this guy somehow defeat other gods? Or was it a peaceful ascension, perhaps? In any case, he used the Divine Throne to borrow power from the heavens, specifically Renova, and establish the rules of Natlan. So, if you had just said borrow power from the heavens, talking about the first newly made Pyro Archon, I would think, oh, he used his divine authority, he might have used the authority of the heavenly principles and the rules they've created for Tevat to establish the rules of Natlan as a subset of Tevat. But they put a name there. They put a name there, Renova. So, here's an idea. Two theories. Since we know that the heavenly principles rules are kind of, you know, the heavenly principles. There's a sustainer of heavenly principles, and there's the heavenly principles. And since the heavenly principles are kind of in effect right now, is my understanding, Renova could be the name of the sustainer of heavenly principles. There's an idea. And that feels quite compelling. But borrow power from the heavens and establish the rules of Natlan. It could be the name of a concept. Or it could be, my first thought, but I have less evidence for this and it feels less logical, would be that if he's a god who is above the gods, or the Archon specifically, we know the shades are there, right? It is their reign that enables the existence of the Archons. So, could this be the name of one of the shades, basically? We last saw something like this in... Is that true? We last saw something like this in A's story quest. I'm trying to remember if that's right, if we've seen anything like this since then. We've certainly seen this little super text since then. But with that super text being a name? Because in A's story quest, we saw a reference to, quote, a higher power. And the super text was Ishtaroth. And then in Nkonomiya, we learned that Ishtaroth is the name of the shade of time, basically. So that makes me think that this might be another shade, especially since we seem to see that same relation. A and Makoto got help from Ishtaroth. The first Pirate Archon is borrowing power from another higher power. Could be another shade. So that's my first two guesses. Either Renova is a shade, and or Renova is specifically the sustainer of heavenly principles. But now let's look at how this power is being used. It's being used to establish rules. And Mawika is about to elaborate on this. We should probably listen to her. Namely, a framework through which ordinary people can ascend to Archonhood. So basically, yeah, the way that they've been able to keep replacing the Archon. So, because when you say the rules of Natlan, did he make all of them? Because I would be wondering if maybe the power he borrowed was the power over life and death. Because Natlan has the Ode of Resurrection, which is very special. And that's the ability, basically, to bring people back to life, so long as their stories still continue. So long as they are part of the story, i.e. they have an ancient name, and that story continues along the tracks it is generally a part of. Hey, wait a minute. Because they have to achieve victory in order for the ode to work, so they have to be fulfilling the story's expectations to a certain amount, is my guess there. Do you suppose, speaking of paralleling Simulanka, and the next stage of Simulanka's story being breaking free from the tracks of fate, so you can decide your own fate. Either they're going to break this Archon system, maybe, or they might gain the ability to use the ode without victory. That would be really interesting. I could totally see that happening. Moving on, I want to hear Mawika elaborate on the rules. So, she basically said last two lines were...
That's correct. At first, he was a mortal man with no special power. After he ascended to the divine throne, he used it to borrow power from the heavens and establish the rules of Natlan. Namely, a framework through which ordinary people can ascend to Archonhood.
Lovely, thank you very much.
By holding the pilgrimage, we're able to determine the strongest among us. And when that person ascends to the divine throne, their inner flame will awaken.
Okay.
In addition, the sacred flame will grant them significant knowledge and memory of this land. After all, that's how I came to know everything I just told you.
Fascinating. Significant knowledge and memory of this land. The sacred flame really almost feels like another embodiment of the leyline system. And I had, way back in Remuria, I had some thoughts about the leyline system and whether or not it was natural to this world or something that was created by the gods after they came into power. Not even our Archon level friends, but like the Shades. Something created by the Shades or by the Heavenly Principles since they came into power. So, if this sacred flame is another manifestation of that, that reminds me of, first of all, the Loom of Fate, and how someone out there, a certain someone out there, is working on making their own ley lines, basically. Is that what happened here? Someone else made a separate ley line system? Or is this the natural ley line system that existed before the Shades potentially made the current one? Or is this just another version of the current one that exists as Pyro for some reason in this area? That seems the least likely, but it is a possibility.
So, it all comes down to the power of the Divine Throne and the rules.
Could you please elaborate on the rest of these rules for me, please?
Wait, is that a family portrait?
Oh, Paimon noticed it too! Yeah, oh, we're so close to seeing it. I'm gonna let it move as much as it will. Ah, it stopped.
Yes. That's my mother, father, younger sister, and the little saurians we raised.
Oh, so was she from maybe the Science of the Canopy before? That's adorable. What happened to them?
I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas and commissioned a famous artist to paint our likeness.
It's adorable.
Your sister is so cute! It looks like the two of you are really close.
Are you? Were you?
Paimon was having a hard time thinking of an Archon as an ordinary person, but seeing this portrait, it kind of makes sense now.
I have concerns.
It really doesn't look like there was anything special about you before. Oh, wait, is Paimon allowed to say that?
Wow.
A little late for that question, don't you think?
I don't think she'll be offended, though.
Sorry! Paimon's so sorry! Paimon's mouth works faster than her brain sometimes!
She did just establish that an ordinary person becomes divine and gets special powers and knowledge after becoming Archon, so she was probably quite ordinary.
It's alright. I'd never get upset over something like that. No matter what others may say, my past is a precious part of my identity. I'm forever proud of the life I used to lead.
That's good.
Becoming the Archon doesn't mean you sever ties with your family. The position just comes with a lot of responsibilities, so it impacts how often you get to see them.
Oh good, they're still out there?
My father made the most delicious stew, so my sister would often bring me a large pot of his cooking, and we would sit on a blanket and eat it together.
That is past tense, though.
One time, we didn't close the door securely, and the saurians we were raising ran into the room and knocked over the entire pot. My sister immediately burst into tears. The two troublemakers were going for the meat, but when they saw my sister's distress, they froze on the spot. I still remember the way they laid there, sulking like a pair of children, even after making such a mess. It was frustrating, but in the end, all I could do was comfort my sister and move on.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a sweet memory. You forgave them? Just like that? Loaded statement.
Isn't that what being a family is all about?
I
think about that story a lot, actually. As the Archon, I made a vow to defend this nation, and experiences like that, they remind me exactly what I'm trying to protect.
Well, what happened after that? This portrait looks pretty old. Your sister must be all grown up by now, right?
Exactly how long have you been Archon?
I believe she ended up working as an architect and artist. She built many houses and crafted many beautiful works of art. Anyway, that's enough about me.
Oh,
now that the powder is settled, we can begin. Ian-san, Mulani, Chaska, over here, please.
Okay, I have to respect that she's decided to move on from the subject, but yeah, I get the feeling they've all passed.
Place the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin.
I don't know if she's immortal, maybe she's just aging slower. Because she is technically a god now? I don't know. She's human and an Archon. She said a flame is awoken within you. Yeah, their inner flame is awoken. Awaken? Awoken. So I wonder what that does to you. Besides making you more powerful, you know? Well, it's nice to meet you guys. Alright, Kachina. Time to wake up. Let's do this. It better work. Maybe we'll get brought in.
Surely as the echoes of life resound through heaven and earth, so too shall our stories remain eternal. Ancient name, Take us to your fated bearer. Allow her to answer our call.
I'm just bracing myself. You know, she might have been fighting all alone this whole time. Conceptually. Oh my goodness! Kachina!
Am I hallucinating again?
Oh, look at her. It looks like primordial seawater.
Kachina, are you okay?
Huh? I'm not seeing things, am I? Is the Abyss playing tricks on me again?
Now we promise it's us.
It's okay, Kachina. It's just us. We're trying to find a way to bring you back.
Everyone, you have to listen to me.
What did you see? What did you learn? What do you know?
I've been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time, and I figured out what's wrong. The Wyab is being affected by the Abyss.
Yeah, okay.
I was waiting for the Wyab to send me back, but then this really strong monster came in and almost killed me. The Wyab saved me, even though its power is weakening, so I've been hiding from the monsters while trying to find a way to help. The Night Kingdom has become a huge mess, though. I keep hearing these awful sounds and seeing really horrible things.
Don't listen to those sounds, Kachina. The Abyss is trying to strip you of your sanity. All you need to do is stay safe and wait for us. We'll be there shortly.
I'm sure it'll be really encouraging for her to hear that help is on the way.
It's okay. I feel so much better now that I've had the chance to talk to you guys. You don't need to worry about me. I've never been strong or special at all, really.
Oh,
so
come
I don't blame
on.
anyone for forgetting about me or leaving me behind. Just knowing you care is more than enough.
We never forgot about you, and we've been trying to find you this whole time. We'll be there soon.
I'll find a way back. You don't have to put yourselves in danger to come rescue me.
We don't have to, but we willingly choose to.
You're always like this, Kachina. Now's not the time to act tough. We're coming for you, and that's final. I don't know what lies the Abyss has been feeding you, but I'll tell you something right now. Nobody here sees you as a burden.
There we go.
You're a victor of the Night Warden Wars, a hero of Natlan. All you need to do is wait for us to rescue you, and you'll get all the applause and recognition you deserve.
I'm really scared. Everything's so dark and creepy here. And I want to go home. Still, I don't want you to put yourselves in danger because of me. I don't want to hold anyone back ever again.
All you need to do is place your trust in us, just like you always have. No one fights alone. We're not leaving you behind. Not ever.
Yeah, we're so close. We can't call it quits now. Thank you.
Oh. Oh no.
Be careful.
You too. We'll see you soon.
Looks like we've lost contact. Now comes the most dangerous part. You have to traverse the Night Kingdom in your physical form.
Here we go.
This entrance to the Night Kingdom was left behind after an abyssal invasion. Even a brief amount of time inside could expose you to corrosion.
Well, we'll do it. We'll go. We're going.
I
Let's
know.
go.
I'm prepared for that possibility.
All right, then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case. She's very experienced in dealing with abyssal corruption.
Is she?
That face you just made. Don't tell me you two got into another argument.
Well, I get the feeling you're the eternal big sister to everyone.
No, I just feel bad for creating more work for her.
And they totally did get into another argument, actually.
I'll go with them too, Archon. The more people, the stronger the party.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone. It really means a lot that you're willing to brave these dangers with me. And there's no time to lose, so let's get going.
Now that I've lost my power, I won't be able to provide much practical support. But I can still keep an eye on the situation from here.
More evidence that she's directly linked to everybody. Cool, cool.
Eon-san, I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a situation you can't handle...
That won't happen.
I hope not.
She trusts her a lot. Both of them. For a split second, I thought I was Moeka. Enter the underground ruins.
Be careful out there. I'll observe the situation from here.
Do you think we need to go back to that place that we were at earlier? Quite possibly. Okay, I don't know how long we'll be stuck down there if we go there now, so we'll probably have to cut it. Oh, look at all the chairs, each one with a symbol from each of the tribes. What? Teehee. Here's Malwikas. Echoes. This is Springs. This is Canopy. Flower Feather? Nightwind Plenty? Oh wait, they've got the symbols behind. Yeah, see? This is what I mean. Nightwind definitely has the coolest patterns. I could very much see someone aligned with the moon coming from the Nightwind. Possibly Springs as well, but they're just a little bit more vibrant than kind of the cool colors of the nights right there. Literally, Nightwind. Okay. Man, being in here is so encouraging. This song. Oh, they might bring me down to the place thinking that I don't know where to go. Oh, no, they didn't. Okay. Enter the underground ruins way over there. Interesting. I would have thought it would be those guys. I wonder if the Night Realm is just going to be a place that we can go to whenever we want after this. Okay, let's go back in the room. I would like to go back in the room because I want that music to come back as we sign off here. Oh my god, what a lore drop this one has been. I hope we get the same music. Yes! Holy cow, we got a lot today. We learned a little bit about the first Pyro Archon. We learned about, what's the name? Ronova. Ronova? Pretty much the same. Renova. Still, a lot of ideas there, as you can see. One wonders how present they still are in Natlan. Are they still paying attention? Do they care how their power is used? Are they awake? Do they like Natlan? Do they hate Natlan? What was their relationship with the first Pyro Archon? And how does that connect to the current Pyro Archon? You know? Maybe with the power running out, and because I'm guessing that the Sacred Flame is at least accounted for in the rules, if not defined by the rules. Depends on if they're a branch of the leyline system or not. Do you think Ronova's like blessing is needed once again to reignite things, pun fully intended? Or are they disappearing because Renova is like their power is diminishing? Will this burn me? Oh, I can't go in it. Yeah, that's fair. It's the Sacred Flame. Anyways, it would be super fascinating to learn more about that, and I bet that we will. They've introduced it so early into the Archon quest, I think it's going to be extremely relevant as we proceed. How are we doing? We are on still Act 2. My goodness. This is... okay, so far I'm really enjoying this Archon quest, and I am excited to keep playing it. We need to save Kachina. We know that she is still currently herself. She still has maintained her sense of self. And I bet that she'll be able to hold on for a little bit longer, especially after talking to us. But I do worry about her mental and emotional state after all this, because it cannot be fun for her down there right now. She seems very stressed and very scared, so we need to save her as quickly as possible. But that will have to continue next time, because for now we are done here. So, wow. So far, so cool. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. A big thank you to our Patreon supporters, Jay Blakewood, Conorsard, Power of Chaos, Mary, Edu, Gibrilia, The Loyal Servant of Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, Ruru, Lycan, Axel Iron, Jake Quellen, Lunar, Sonova, Mathsan, Marcin Shinishevsky, Marcus, Sal, and all of our anonymous patrons. I hope everyone enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. For a little bit of saving Kachina, one hopes. Bye now!